Gus, back at home on Saturday, how excited are you to get back at Roots Hall for the first time since that win over Chesterfield?
Yeah, really excited. I think it's probably shown this season that we're very good at home and we enjoy playing at home. I think we're a team that thrive off a big crowd that gets the atmosphere going, and hopefully we can go and do the job and pick 3 points up again.
Yeah, like you say, our home record's been very strong this season. Picked up 24 points at Roots Hall. So how proud are you and the lads of that record, and how keen are you to carry it on as well?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think it's something that last year we weren't good enough at, because when you get an 8,000 at home, I feel teams kind of can come there and feel under the gun from minute one. And that's a massive thing, and we need to capitalise on that. And I think this season we have, even with the league leaders in town, I feel like we rattled them as well. So, like I said, it's a long way, but if we can kind of keep that form going, it will help us out massively.
Those big crowds, like you say, had one last time out against Chesterfield, had another big crowd against Saturday's opponents last season, more than 80,000 when we played Wealdstone. So are you going to sort of try and draw on those experiences from those couple of games on Saturday?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think anything in the National League, every game's different. But like I said there, we're happy to be at home. We know what the fans can do. We like to try and give them a cheer, or give them something to cheer for early doors to get them on their feet, especially in this kind of weather. Hopefully they get going. But for sure, we need to make sure we replicate what we did last season, and hopefully pick up the 3 points.
Wealdstone, the opponents, we did the double over them last season, but it's always been a close game when we've played them, so it'll be a difficult game.
Yeah, no, they're a good side. Like they're a dangerous outfit, and on any given day, you probably look at their results, they can beat anyone. Probably lack a little bit of consistency, which probably shows their league table position, but like I said there, they can beat anyone in this league, so we have to be on it.
And of course, only having 2 subs in the last couple of games, how difficult has that been, sort of knowing that you're pretty much going to have to play the full 90 minutes, like week in, week out? Yeah,
it's not nice. It's one of them. It's always nice to have competition in the group as well. I think it's one of them where it's tough because you have to, on the pitch, you have to keep each other going at all times. And to be fair, I think Saturday it helped us because we weren't great, but we looked around the group and only having what we had, it probably ended up getting us a point and getting us over the line, because I feel like other groups we could have gone under with the pressure that we were under, and I think that's credit to our group of lads we've got.
We've mentioned the really good home records, and like you say, on Saturday against Gateshead we did well to come back and get a point, which we've sort of been doing quite regularly this season, getting those points away from home. So if we can keep winning our home games and drawing away, then that's the recipe for a good team, isn't it?
For sure. But at the same time, we're looking at the playoffs, and I know you can say we've got 2 subs, but we need to win games of football. We can kind of feel sorry for ourselves and say we had -10, but we're 10 points. I think we're 10 points off it at the moment, and we need to win games of football. So we can 100%. We don't mind drawing away, but we need to make sure we win games of football to try and get as close as we can.
Wealdstone are a side. They have picked up some good results, but they haven't won away from home yet this season. That's not something you can take for granted, though, is it? Even though you have got a really good home record.
No, I wish you never said that. No, I didn't know. No, I think it's like anything in this league. I think if you turn up on your day, anyone can beat each other, and it's just how we prepare. And that's credit to the management, and make sure we prepare the same for every week, whether we got Chesterfield in town or we got Wealdstone in town. We probably would have said that about Chesterfield last week at home. They've probably won many games away from home, so it's about how we prepare. We know how dangerous they can be, and making sure that we switched on and we play better than we did last week, because I think we let ourselves down last week.
Sort of approaching the midway point of the season now, personally, targets-wise, you kind of happy with where you are?
No, yeah, for sure, I'm really happy. I think last season the assists and stuff really annoyed me, because it was something that I relied on throughout my career, so for whatever reason it kind of just didn't click. And this season I've seemed to contribute a lot more in that end. Like to kind of add a couple more goals, because I kind of got off to a good start with the goals. But in general, I think I've had 10 contributions, kind of goal contributions, so I'll definitely take that at the halfway as well. So if I can replicate that for the next half, I'll bite your hand off.
Yeah, and that attacking stuff is really pleasing, but defensively as well, as a unit, you've been pretty solid. If you look at the goal difference, it's sort of playoff worthy, and I know we've talked about the points deduction and everything, but you have had to battle with those changes that you've had across the back as a defensive unit.
Yeah, no, and you know what, I think it happens kind of so late on sometimes that we just have to adapt to it, and we've kind of come very good at that, which other teams probably would struggle with, having such late changes. Obviously last week, kind of 2 lads pulling out towards the end of the week, and it does take its toll, but I'm just proud that we can carry on kind of grinding points out and keep ourselves in and around the mix, and hopefully the takeover can get done and we can get reinforcements in.
Yeah, does that take a certain level of concentration when you do have sort of people having to pull out late and then you do have those changes for you to just have to kind of focus on what you need to do despite all that going on?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think that's just about being a professional. I think it's just making sure that you keep lads honest and keep ourselves knowing that you've got to do your job. It's not easy, kind of, we've had many games, I think Yeovil springs to mind, where we look around the dressing room and it's to the absolute bare bones. So it's about being a professional, and I give credit to the boys in there more often than not. We're in the dressing room, we know our jobs, and we try and do our best to get a job done, whether it's with 11 players, whether we've got 2 subs, but it's just about being professional, I believe.